Good morning, YouTube. Dave with Fishing Not Working here. It's early in the morning. Nobody else is up yet, but I got a video for you. And I can change. This will change. This will change everything for you fishing if you take this to heart. Everything. Little backstory. I'm not working. I'm not working because I retired last end of March. And since then, I've been fishing 2, maybe 3 days a week. And I've been 98% of that's been catfishing. Back last winter, this is something I've always wanted to do, but back last winter, I bought a used kayak, okay, a Hobie Outback. And I couldn't use it I got it in December, I think. And I wasn't able to use it until March. I owned a heating and air conditioning business, me and my wife, and we sold the business to an employee. And when you're a business owner, you don't have time to go fishing. You eat, sleep, and drink your business. That's just what you do. And I've done that for 40 years, so my fishing has been neglected for 40 years. Before business, I used to fish. Not as much as I do now, but because I still had responsibilities. But long story short, starting in March, I started fishing 2-3 days a week. And for months, I didn't catch a lot. These last winter months, I did a lot of studying, especially on YouTube and on the internet, on catfishing. I prefer to catfish because you just never know if you're going to catch a 2-3 pound catfish or a 50, 60, 70 pound catfish. You just don't know what you're going to bring up there. So the element of surprise is a lot of fun. But for the first few months, I mean, I caught fish, but nothing like the guys do in the videos or anywhere else. There's many days I got stumped, a lot, until I changed up a couple things. First thing, I bought a fish finder, put it on my kayak, and now I can tell what the structure is underneath me, the depth, if we got a creek bed underneath me, if we got old railroad bed, if there's structure, stumps, trees, rocks, sunken boats, things like that. Huge help. The next thing, and this is very important also, and it's free. There's a guy named Buck Perry, and in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, starting in the 50s, it was originally called spoon plugging. He designed a spoon plug. He got a patent for it or something. But anyway, it later got changed to structure fishing. And he came up with a system for fish and how they react, how they feed. There's quite a bit to it. Anyway, it's called structure fishing. And when you watch these videos of all these guys that catch a lot of fish, big fish, once you've seen this, they're doing the same thing. They're going off of this. This is a PDF on structure fishing. I'm going to have a link to this down in the description. But this is the Bible for fishing. This is the big secret. But you need a fish finder where you're better off having a fish finder because you can read the bottom. You can also see the fish on there. And if there's no fish, guess what? You're not going to catch fish no matter what you do. But you can tell, at least if you got fish. So basically, you'll go to a fishing site. You will find out where they feed. And there's a lot of information on what that looks like. And then you'll find their sanctuary. That's basically deeper water where they sit idle and inactive, and they're not really hungry. but they'll move from this sanctuary place to the feeding place once, twice a day. And basically what everybody's doing, they'll get on this migratory path, and there's rules for this, and they'll just sit on that path and wait for them to come by and catch these huge fish. That's what they're doing. And if you follow this handout for structure fishing, there's rules for the paths they take. If you follow this, you have the potential for catching a lot more fish. And once I've went to this, between a combination of the fish finder and this little system they have, I've not been stumped yet. I've caught quite a bit more fish, and much, much bigger fish. I went from the small fish to the medium and larger size fish. I still haven't got the 50, 60, 70 pounder. I did, but it got off. But a lot of things I've learned by my mistakes. And I've learned something every time I go fishing, every time. But next, after you get this system down, then you have to solve the bait deal and figure out what they're feeding on and what bait works best for you. And it's different times. But this system will get you on the fish. At least you'll have a chance of catching fish. And like I say, I haven't been stumped since I went to this. It's a no-brainer. But there is a link for this structure fitting handout. It's a 20-page sheet with just a ton of information. So what you'll do is you'll read through this, and some of it's kind of Greek, a whole lot of different terms, and there's a glossary of terms in here because they talk differently than I do when they reference things. But the other thing you can do is, after you get an idea of what's in here, you can go to YouTube again and type in Buck Perry structure fishing, and there's a lot of videos of people that knew him that have classes that teach this. And they'll kind of explain it a little better than reading it. This will change your fishing life, guaranteed. One moment, we're going to have a quick break for our commercial sponsor. Just a second. Hey, do I got a deal for you? Hey, if you will, if you follow this, start catching fish, do me a huge favor. I do mean huge. And I'm asking as a friend. Like and subscribe. I'm letting you in on some secrets that most people aren't going to tell you. And this is going to change the way you fish. I hope we don't hurt the fishing population because of this, but it's all right. Got to eat. No, it'd be doing me a huge favor if you like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Back to our regularly sponsored broadcast. Hey, I'm back. Okay, this is secret information. Don't tell anybody, okay? I would really hate to hurt the catfish population because of this, but it applies to other fish too. And he actually wrote this on bass fishing, and it applies to any fish, except for probably bait fish. But this is like revolutionary. I don't know why more people don't know about it. I think the people that know about it are the people very successful, and they're not saying much. So try this. The fish finder. Now, the other thing, if you understand, if you can't afford a fish finder, you can do something else. You can go to your favorite lake, get on your smartphone or the internet, or well, you really need it on your smartphone because you can have your smartphone with you. Go in on search and type in, let's say you're fishing at Table Rock Lake. Type in Table Rock Lake depth map. And there's several sites, but you can download a map, the topography. It shows you the depths of the map. and you try to find your place where you might be at, and it'll help you to get on the fish just by watching the map and the depths and the things. After you follow these rules in this thing, it'll help you to get on the fish faster and better and bigger. So good luck. Hope this helps. I know it'll help. If you put in the time, it'll reward you tenfold. So have fun, tight lines. We'll see you next time.